you know, mentioning that the electronic drums have a place, you know, in that you can not disturb people in the way that we're, as drummers, we're so used to, right? And Richard Wilson would say that when you are practicing, you don't want other people to hear you. You want to feel as though you're in your own world, right? And so I'll never forget the first time I set up these drums. I was in an apartment, and I put on the headphones, and it was like, oh. I had that sense of being in my own world, right? And it's a lovely thing. I don't know if you've had much experience. You're probably familiar with drum kits over at Drumland. Let's get a plug-in for John at Drumland.
Exactly.
And so there you go. So I'm sure you've been fiddled around on some of the electric kits over there.
Yeah, we have electronic kits in the lesson rooms. Like an acoustic kit, I have the students play on the acoustic kit. I'll stay on the electronic kit.
I see. So you're playing on it often.
Yeah, I'm playing on it. I teach on the electronic kits.
Yeah. But you're not practicing
No.
solely on an electric kit. Yeah, and that's what I mean, where you put the headphones on and no one can hear you, and it's very relaxing. So yeah. The last thing we were working on was somewhat confusing to you. I wonder if I could get a little bit more of the other hand in. Let's see. How would I do that? Oh no, so completely cut off my face. So a little more. Something like that maybe. Okay. And so yeah. And so we were looking at this idea of playing flams, playing flams in two different ways, right? If you recall, and I want to know if I can hear you, so just give me a test check. Just give me a test check 1, 2. Okay.
Check 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, I think that'll work. I think that'll work. So we typically play flams, alternating flams. Remember, a flam is one hand high, the other hand low. Also throw for 2. Okay, so let's start by having you simply play alternating flams. Take a look at that.
Any specific tempo?
No, just go ahead and play. You'll notice that I sped it up when I went to have it rebound. It needed to be at a speed where it has the propensity to want to rebound.
Exactly.
Okay, so right away, hold on. This is a work in progress. I'm doing it this way here on the set in the studio. So just bear with me as I make the final adjustments here. Okay, so okay. Either too little, or too much, or too little. Okay, so what I want you to do is I want you to play flams with a single stroke, right? And if you recall, a single stroke is, Murray thought it was so important to incorporate an upstroke to adapt that it was so often part of this technique, they actually gave it its own name. He called it a single stroke, right? And so we're just letting the stick drop. And we've talked a lot about this. We're just letting the stick drop. We're parallel. We let the stick drop. We follow it up. See how that works? Now, I can give you a different perspective as well. Here's another view of it. Just dropping, and I follow it up. But I'm not going up as it seems you're going up, which is.
Yes, I notice you're much more subtle with it.
You get. Let's see if I can show you in this hand. You get something happening like this. I see the elbow really move forward. I see a big bend in the wrist, which you're doing right now, which draws the whole thing forward. Right? So we're trying to not do that. Here's what we're trying to do. How would I explain this? Well, you see, by virtue of just, this is the Richard Martinez thing. You see, you're already going up. Watch. We don't need to go up as much as you think. We get it started. Follow it up a little bit. See, I'm not bent like you, like that. Good. Okay, so what I want you to do is just let's see, just touch the surface. It's really important. It's really important that you are flat right now, right? Okay, you're at the floor, right? Okay. Now you're just going to touch. Okay, do it again. Bring it up. Now just touch. See, there's a slight change in contour of the upper part of the wrist. You see that? A little bit, huh? Now just follow that up a tiny bit more. Really? Well, I thought you were laying the stick on the surface. So just...
So let me do that again. I wanted to, yeah. I just wanted to get a sense of the changing contour of the wrist. So let me do this. Okay, I'm on the surface.
Okay. So there's a slight change in contour. And now you're just going to leave it on the surface and follow that up just a little. Go on, follow that up. Just a little. There you go. Tiny bit more. Tiny bit more. There. See the stick's just laying in your hand? Right? And now you're just going to cock your wrist. Cock your wrist. Okay, let's try it again because the up motion was nice, right? We touch. We follow that up. Follow it up. Follow it up. And now you're going to do is, and as you cock your wrist to the ceiling, everything just collapses. You're rushing the motion. you're rushing the motion. You're throwing the stick behind you at a speed that doesn't coordinate with the timing of the, and doesn't help motivate the falling of the arm. It's just falling with gravity. We don't need to push it down. Okay, so let's try it again. We're going to touch, touch. But follow that up a little. Cool. Stick's laying in your hand. It's just like laying in there. I'm not squeezing it. I'm not doing anything. I know this. I've memorized this grip, you know. It's a 3-finger grip. The other fingers are just hanging out. It's just laying in the hand, right? We know the fulcrum is the middle finger. It's going to rock through these 3 fingers, right? 3-point grip. Okay, touch. And there's a slight change. Look, slight change in contour right there. See, that's why we really have to be parallel. Right? And then we have a slight change in contour. Okay, we'll follow that up a little. You don't have to do anything with your fingers. And now watch the speed at which I cock my wrists. Nice and easy, and let the arm fall. There, boom. Better. Try it again.
Touch.
Follow. And cock. You didn't need to go up anymore, by the way. You're at the top. Once you're at the top, you're at the top.
Try that.
Try it again. You see, you know, Dick played the violin, and there's a slight, I think there's a slight rotation this way, so it's a little different, but the gig is, watch, as long as I'm moving, if you're leading with the wrist should be bending, right? Watch. Let's see. See, the wrist is bending. I don't know if you can see, the wrist is still bending, bending. Once I'm done bending, I'm done with my motion. I'm not going to go any further with my arm. See, the wrist is leading it. The wrist is leading on the way back. Leading, and now that I'm like fully pronated here. Sorry, great violinists of the world, my apologies. But right, we are making this motion, and if we're going up, that means we're bending. Okay, just do this with me. Okay. Lead with the wrist, should always be bending. Right? Elbow isn't going real forward because it's more correct now. Now come on down, follow, let the wrist lead. See, forearm goes down just fine. We're going to go up, right? And we're going to go down, and we're going to go up, down, up, down, up, down, up, throw, up, throw. There you go. Not bad. Not bad. All right. So what we're doing is we're getting that little. What we just didn't involve an upstroke, did it? It was pure motion. So now we're just going to touch the surface. Now it's the feeling of it, and it's a little different with the stick resting on the surface. That's true. And then we're going to come back as flat as possible. Go up a tiny bit more. No. You're done. You're at the top. You're at the top of your throw. There's no more. We can't go. We're all the way back. You want. It's a modified throw, so you can find ways to keep going up or further back. But we're really at the end. We're ready to come forward. Okay. We're at the end. We're ready to go the other way. We don't need to go up anymore. Now you're ready to go down. You still want to go up. It's still better though. Touch. Follow it up. More. Go on more. A little more. Okay. Now you're prepared, right? You've left something behind to pick up and throw. Go on. Make a motion down. Okay. All right. So now what we're going to try to do is just get a tap. So once we tap, just do that with me. Now I'm not touching the surface. I'm tapped, and I'm just above the tip is just above the surface. I've created a slight change in angle, and I'm going to follow that up, leaving the beat down or moving around the Richard Martinez 6-point in the universe. So we're tapping, tap, tap, and just leave it there for a second. See, you've changed the contour. Okay, now follow that up a little, as though it's resting on the surface. There you go. And now cock. And come back to better. Tap. Don't go up right away. Just tap, but leave the beat off. Keep the beat off the surface. Follow that up around the fixed point. Don't go up any further. Just go the other way now. You're up. Now go down. All right. Okay. Now, can you do that in real time? Very relaxed. Very smooth. Just copy me. Ah. My timing is a little different. What Dick Wilson used to say, Kevin, you just have to get the timing of the motion or of the throw, the timing of it, right? And so I noticed that you are you're moving through from here to the follow or following it up like pretty quickly, like you're just blowing right through it. Watch my timing. Yeah. There's plenty of time. I'm not rushed. Tap, tap. Now I'm moving around a fixed point original. Like tap, and I can almost wait there, just to show you. It's supposed to be one smooth motion, but I don't have to rush up. The tap, and then I'm just going to move around it. Tap. It's already going. Watch. It's already going up. I'm going to move around it. It's already going up. First, you have to get the feeling of it's already going up, and you can then follow that up. And that'll give you the path up, won't it? Look, it's giving you the path up. So you've got to feel that before you jump off. No, move slower. Tap. No, just bend forward. No, just bend forward and wait. No, you want to go right up. I'm going to slow you down. Tap. Now slowly move up and go ahead and throw. You don't have to go up any further. Make it a tiny throw. I don't care. Just tap. Try to copy my timing. Watch. Tap. 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 Throw. Tap. Tap. You do it and I'll copy you and see if it's right. So the first part of it looks like this, right? Show me the first part of it. You show me the first part of it without even making a note. Now we're just going to make a throw. Yeah, and I'll make a throw. Don't go up any further. You're up. This doesn't want to bend anymore. I could. I'm up. Okay, you're done. Now you're going to go the other way. Okay, so what we want to do is we want to get that happening in both hands. And I am used to doing it in tradition. Up, follow that. Okay. And there's a little bit of, here's where the two grips seem most similar. I'm going up, going up, going up. Okay, here it looks like this. Tap. See if I can do it in this grip. Tap. So what we want to do is get this. No, you lift up to the ceiling. You don't have the discipline to just drop, play a single stroke by dropping the bead from parallel. There you go. In this technique, we play pianissimo from here, right? This is where we play pianissimo. Right in here, okay? There's two notes going up. There. Now play one note going up. Just going to drop it. Okay, that's a pianissimo tap. We don't want to turn up, or we're going to get something louder than a pianissimo tap. We could, but that's not what we want to do.
To alternate the beat, you got to get. That's the single stroke there. See?
You lift it up in the right. No, you lift it up in the right. Lift it up in the right. Every time. See, I know it's a lot of work to consider this, but once you get it, it's so much hipper because you can get stuff going that obviously there's no time. There's no time to go. Let's see.
Exactly.
No, it's you just what you're doing is you're just throwing. Okay, so it can either just be a throw, but I'm not doing this and then going. I'm just see when I make a throw, I leave it down, and when I make a note on the way up, you see, for free. Motions going in the other direction, because most techniques, everything is down. This is where this technique is special, in that we're moving in both, like a violin. We can play long tones moving in both directions. Okay, right? Yeah, I'm just doing this. Now I'm not making much of an accent, am I? I'm really moving around that fixed point in the universe. If I want to make an accent, I have to cock the wrist more. If I want them to sound more similar, so I'm just turning my wrist. Okay, just turning my wrist, right? Now I'm making up and down motions. Very relaxing. Or now I'm going to make accents on the down. I'm used to my hi-hat being over. I'm used to my hi-hat being here. Down. So this is really important. I've moved my hi-hat so far forward. It's kind of cool. Now I've got room for who knows what I want to put over here. So let's see if you can get the alternating flam, leaving the bead down, so that it's honest to goodness single stroke. Oh, lifting the bead up. That much concentration. Nope, you lift the bead up. Nope, you lifted the bead up. I'm sorry to have to be the bearer of that news. So let's just try doing it with one hand. Let's just make an up and a down, up and down, up. Down. There you go. So you can do it with one hand. Can't you do the other hand in between? Just like that. Now do it with your left. Just like that. Now you're just blowing right up. I want you to smooth. First, I want you to feel the bend of the change of the contour. And I want you to slowly follow that up. There you go. And that's about all. You're prying something up. If you're prying something up, you just don't go, woo. You're prying something up. There you go. Smoother, isn't it? No, don't go rushing up. Pry it up. Pry something up. Pry. Here. You know, it's the kind of thing where if you're trying to get, how would you do it? It'd be backwards, I guess. Yeah, if you wanted to pry up a rock that was lodged in the ground. Okay, here we go with another kind of metaphor, but right, we're dealing with a lever arm and force being applied to it, and you had a rock in the ground, right? And so what you did is you took a device, a lever arm, and you dug it under the ground, and you got it under there. Let's see, how would you do it? Now you want to pry it up. You'd want to pry this thing that's stuck in the ground up. You wouldn't just go. You'd hurt yourself. It might break the lever. I don't know. You'd pry it up. There's resistance of some. There's the resistance of the weight of the stick. You're adding force to resistance. There you go. Like that. You make a little tap on the way up. So you have now, because you're not going up so fast, you're prying it up. There's time to just drop that stick. Maybe pry up the rock. There you go. Pry the rock up. Come on, pry the rock up. There you go. There you go. All right, and then you go to. Then it's like you're going to flick the rock up, and it's heavy, so it's not. It's going to move in proportion to how much prying there was on the way up. In other words, the motion will be similar on the way up and down. Okay, now can you put those together? This is going to take great. I don't care how slowly you go. You have to drop and pry. Right? No, the right just lifts up right away. Don't you see it? Watch your right. Watch it. Okay, watch your right. No, went up just a little. Watch your left. Went up. Watch your right. No, went up. So you are going to have to spend some time with this. But your throw is better. Almost. No, you're lifting up. You're doing this. I can't even do it. I can't do it.
You just want me to bring from parallel. Yeah.
Let's see. You're doing this. And I want this. You can do it the other way, but you need to do it properly if you're going to do it the other way. Right now, I need you to learn this. It's a drop. Look, it's just a throw. Okay, try this. I'll try another way. We're just going to make throws in both hands. toes and both hands. Look, you're leaving the bead down. You're not turning to the ceiling, are you, when you go up? Are you watching yourself in the monitor?
Yes.
Okay. You see how your beads are down as you go up? Well, you just barely touch as you go up. Hey, it's that. It's just that. It should feel almost identical to that. That's what it feels like. Can't you just, as you go up now, can't you just let it bump into the surface instead of keeping it there? Look, it's going to hit it anyway. It's so close to it. It's going to bump in by mistake. Stop trying to make a tap. Just make a throw and let it dip and touch. Make throws. Now go back to throws. Throws. No tap. That's what it should feel like. Okay? Tap. 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 Make the tap almost inaudible. No, just bend forward for your throw. There you go. Almost. No, come on. Go back to throwing. So that there's no turning to the ceiling. Look, there's no turning to the ceiling. Why can't you feel that? Why can't you just drop it right there? Drop it right there. Drop it. It'll touch. Drop it. It'll touch. Drop it. It'll. You got the idea.
Give me a sec, Kevin. I'm plugging in. No, this is heavy. Give me a sec, Kevin. Oh, boy.
All right. Yeah, this is.
Okay. Go back to what I was doing.
Okay, right. So you see, you're not playing efficiently because you're turning to the ceiling when you don't need to. Imagine how inefficient that is. You're moving this much, sometimes that much, totally unnecessarily.
The throws.
That's what it'll feel like. You're just going to touch, tap. As you go up, it'll go tap, tap. You just lean forward and let it barely make contact. Tap. Oh, don't go deliberately making a tap. It's almost it's for free. It's by mistake. It's the charm of the single stroke. It's part of the Murray Spivack elegance. Okay, you're gonna have, that's better though. Okay, so I'll write out an exercise. You're gonna go back and forth, throwing. That helped you. I finally figured out an angle. You're gonna go back and forth, throwing. So there's no turning to the, look how weird a throw would look if you did this.
I know. No, you're absolutely right.
Why on earth would you do that?
Can I do a bit more of that, Kevin? Just
That's all it is, what you're doing. Just that. It's like throwing. You just have to learn the timing of letting it tap as you go up. It just drops and you get a tap. There you got the idea. Okay, now we're going to try the other thing that confused you.
I caught myself. It's
good. That's the noticing part. That's being present. That's being aware. Right? Trust me, I get it. It's not always easy. Right? Okay. Now, this other thing that we've got, and maybe or maybe it's not premature to show you because you're just learning this. Right? But we can again, okay, now we're making downstrokes, right? Right? And we can do that with both hands. And we can play flams, just dropping the stick on the surface, right? So see, I'm just dropping, drop, drop, drop. I'm just doing that. It's like throws, but look, I'm adding a note now. Okay, now what's what I can do? Now I'm throwing for two in each hand. So I'm getting. out of that, all this other stuff can flow. You can start to solo more effortlessly and get out what it is you're hearing. Be able to pay attention to the tune you're soloing over. So all this stuff is like just emanating from you without a lot of thought. But we put the thought in here, right? And this, what does Martinez get? This rarefied environment. Okay, so just show me a throw for one. Go ahead and do that. Yeah, kind of prying it up there too, aren't you? Even though you're not even touching the surface. It's a smooth prying-like motion. Okay? Yeah. Now, what I want you to do is I want you to go. Yeah, just let it die on the surface. Good. Do that again. Good. Now, let's see. Give me 6. Don't have to make a big deal at the end. Now 5. Yeah. I don't want you doing this at the end, but that's good. You're getting the idea. At the end, you don't go.
Yeah, I know.
All you do is request 5, 2, 3, 4, 5. All you have to do is think it. You don't have to do anything else. There. You didn't really have to do anything. It's a little mysterious. Okay, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 3. 1, 2, 3. 2. 2. You can throw for 2. Throw for 2 in the other hand. Good. There. Now it's just going to be like the plan we just worked on, where it's hard for you to put the hands together. We'll see. And if it is, we'll fix it. Pry it up. Just don't go rushing up. Now, Joe, let me mention this because it's so much better. And the left is maybe a little worse than the right, but I'm not sure. You get to here, right? And you've got this beautiful smooth contour. Remember the V? Remember I talked to you about the V? See the V?
Yeah.
But it's smooth here, isn't it? Even though the two sticks are coming together like this, in a sense, it would seem, when I create this, what is kind of a remedial way of visualizing it. And see, we have this kind of thing happening, right? But if you look, we don't get this kind of thing happening. Hey, there, I got the V. No, it's real smooth. The V, it's real smooth. You're just picking up these two sticks, like this. See? And even though there's a sharp angle here at the tip of the triangle, to get this thing to come up like that, yeah, I've never done this. See, look how smooth this is. Look, it's really up. Look. Look how smooth it is. This is enough to give you another way to visualize. So we're making this stuff up as I go along. Okay, so I'm going to make a motion here and get both sticks to go up. And it's rather smooth. What you like to do is, for whatever reason, right at the end, you want to do this. I'm going to feel something. No, there's not much to feel. Look, in fact, you're trying not to feel anything and just to get change of angle. You don't want to feel much. That's it. Don't bend anymore. Don't hurt. Just you got it up. And look, the stick's up. Now just go the other way. And no, and then when you collapsed it, look, Joe, look what you did. When you went to collapse it, you fixed it on the way up. It was nice and smooth. You did just what I said not to do on the way up. On the way down, you went, no, it's going to smoothly collapse. You brought it up smooth, you're going to bring it down smooth. There. Now bring it down. No, I don't want to see. I don't want to see this suddenly. You don't have the timing. It's jumping ahead of them. No, no, no. You're gonna get up here. Come on up to here. Now just bring that down smoothly. There. You see, this was more smooth, wasn't it? It's smooth up. It's smooth up here and here, and it's smooth down here and here. There. There. Okay. Now you're going to throw for 2 using that motion. Nice and smooth. You don't need to go up anymore. Just nice and smooth. There, you're done. You're done. Don't even quite go up that high. Try again. There. Smooth up and down. That's good. There you go. There. Da-da. Da-da. Maybe it'd be easier for you to do a Swiss triplet. Try that. Try Very relaxing. So you're going to lead with the left. And then it's going to, and then the right's going to throw for 2 as well. Throwing for 2 in both. Da, da, da. It's a Swiss triplet. Yeah, you got to throw for the left too, though. But the left has to bounce. The second note of the left is the grace note. Just do that. This is cool, right? You've never thought of this stuff. It's a totally different way to play. All right, you're just going to throw for 2 on the left, so it's going to look like what? And I like keeping my right here in position, right? But what? No, just watch. Okay, there's a throw for 2, right? Now you're going to go touch, touch, thumb. Oops, touch, thumb. Do that. You have to throw into it. It's the touch long. Dick Murray would call it a tongue. Touch long. You really have to. There it is. Make a throw for the single note. There it is. There it is. Doesn't that feel good? Now you got to throw in the right too. Throw in the right. No, you got to throw in the right. Smooth up into just like the left. There it is. To throw on the left. There. Do it again. Now you have to throw on the right. There. This technique is about motions, man. Okay, this time let the right bounce. Ta ta ta. You did it. Do it again. There. You're making one motion, like 2. Just throw, throw. Just make throw, throw. This time don't let it bounce. Just go throw, throw. There, now let it bounce both hands. You have to throw in both hands, like there. You have to throw, you have to commit. And it's scary, you're way away from the surface, but you're not. The beat is, it feels like you're moving away from the surface, but look, the beats are right there. You're in contact with, you're making contact, you're in connection with your instrument. Do it again. No, you have to throw. No, starts left. It says this. It says shuffle. Very easy. It becomes very easy to play. Okay, you have the Swiss triplet with throws. Now go the other way, leading right. See, and now you're gonna it'll sound different because now. Go, leading right. All it is a shuffle, letting it rebound. Just play it with the throws. Just do this. Right, left, right, left, right, left. There you go. Pound it through the surface. You're going to want it to bounce. That's why you don't want to force it down. You don't want to force it down. It's an easy down, so it'll bounce if you want it to. Now let it bounce. Let it bounce. You gotta control every note. There you go. Go the other way. Go the other way. It's just as easy. Now start with the right. Ta ta ta. It's the right is the pickup now. Da da da. There it is. There it is. There. Yeah, man. There you go. There's so many different ways to play this. Here's up and down. Swiss triplet only on one side. There's all this stuff you can do. It's nice and bouncy. And you just learn to finally stop controlling. You're a control freak. When it comes to drumming, anyway, you've been a control freak because it freaked you out to go like this. You wanted to go. It's not. It's just this motion, but you have a fulcrum. So it'll bounce. And look how it's gentle. It doesn't have to be loud. Most guys don't want to play quiet. But we can. Just have to keep coming back to the floor. So you felt that. Stop controlling every note. Now you're feeling rebound. And that's what this technique is about. This technique, as Murray Spivack, Richard Wilson, and Richard Martinez, this is about controlling the rebound.
Yeah.
Okay? Like that. Much better. Now, what would happen if you were going to play a shuffle? How would you play a shuffle?
I mean, if I was
So we're just going up, down, up, the same thing I just showed you. Up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, Oh, look how little I'm moving, dude. Look, and look how smooth this is. Now here's what? Here's 2 up and 2 down. 2 up, 2 down, 2 up, 2 down, 2 up, 2 down, 2 up, 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 up. 2 up, 2 down backwards. Show me a double shuffle on the right cymbal. Play on your right cymbal.
What's that?
Is your right cymbal available to play on?
Oh yeah, right here. Yeah.
There you go. Here.
Change sticks.
Better. Yeah, you don't need to move very much. See, this stuff will work when it comes to incorporating it into most of what we do. This technique is about motions. Ta-da! Your double shuffle just got better. Show me how you play ride cymbal. Now remember, we have different ways. We have Jim Blackley. You know, a friend of mine just wrote me, I remember studying in New York with this guy, and he had me reading out of a Jim Blackley book. He said, do you know Jim? I guess he hadn't seen any of what we'd put up or what I'd put up. You weren't necessarily involved. But so someone just gave a shout out to Jim Blackley today.
That's cool.
And I'll write him back later and hip him to what's going on. But okay, so we can play this different ways, and we can use this technique to play in Jim Blackley's way. Okay, so let's just see you play cymbal time. Just play. That's the Jim Blackley, Kenny Clark way of playing cymbal time, right? Isn't it?
Strong, even quarter notes, light skipping.
And now you're playing it. You're playing, so we're making little throws, right? Boom. And Jim thought that the quarter note pulse married up with a bass player who's going boom, 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 boom. Now show me another way to play a cymbal time.
Show you another.
Yeah, we've talked about it. I mean, watch. Play a 7-stroke roll starting left. Now you have to use this technique. There it is. Smooth. Stop. Smooth. Smoother. Move less. Be smooth. There you go. There you go. Now put the right hand on the cymbal and don't change a damn thing. Look much smoother, man. It's good. So we're going. See. play a 6-stroke roll so that
Beating with the left hand?
so that the right end's up on the downbeat.
So.
Yes. There's your smooth motion, though. You've lost the motion in the right. Your right isn't doing what it was doing before. You're just lifting it up. You're not prying it up. I don't see this. Move left, dude. No, you're way up in the air. Why did your 6-stroke play a 7-stroke roll again?
Okay, I must have just.
You lost what you had. Play a 7-stroke roll. No, stop getting into this pinched position. It's smooth. Remember I showed you. Smoother. You got to get from there to there smoothly. Smooth up and down. As smooth up and there it is. Smoothing out. Smooth it out. Okay, 6-stroke roll. Don't change that motion. That's all. See, it's going to be the 2 notes. It's the same damn thing. Well, we want to play it as triplets. There it is. Keep your right smooth and the left. It's that thing you've been feeling today. Pry it up, smooth on the way down. Put the right hand on the cymbal. Don't stop. Motions are much better, so it's not quite working out. Let's see. Why does it sound like that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Just do that. Keep your right hand on the cymbal. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Oh, so 1, 2.
I want to continually abandon the motions, but that's not this technique. I mean, we could just turn to this. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Okay.
Two is a throw, so is 1.
Okay, so you want this.
Up. I'll speed that up. Now you don't always have to play the accent, the 6-stroke roll. If you really want this ride cymbal pattern to stand out, instead of going, you're going to go, let's see, this wrist turn, a wrist turn for a tap. It's the same pattern, except you're not throwing for that second note. You're just turning. On the hi-hat. Left hand on the hi-hat. Right? I just modulated. I took 6. 1, 2, 3, da 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 da. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Da 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 da. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, now I'm playing parallel. You just keep interchanging strokes. So suddenly you've modulated. You're playing something that's faster. You're just playing groups of 3, but you're still in 4. Then you play groups of 3 as triplets. So now it's even more busy, and it adds density, but doesn't change the smoothness and the contour of the feel. See, the contour of the body has a certain resemblance to the contour of the sound that you're making, right? These strokes have a certain lilt to them, and nothing should change. We're just moving motions around, adding notes, and as Murray would say, and it makes the whole thing so much simpler to understand, right? It really does. Okay, so you just smoothed out a lot. I knew this drum set thing would be good for you. I'm going to turn off the camera. Oh man.